Okay, we'll be going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and live.
And there we are. The last word I heard was that this was a place for spoken word. A verbal visual gallery of lyrical works, each line designed to make your brains twerk. All said, some of them written, all spitting into a mic check, 1, 2, shifting your points of perspective and adapting to your point of view. But as for me, I'm here to see that the job gets done. There's no fantasies of yellow brick roads and no time for forest to run, because in my mind, each line should beat like a drum line from your heart to your mind, motivate your mouth to give shout outs and rewinds, and at the very least,
rewind.
Oh, you feeling the invitation? I said in my mind, each line should beat like a drum line from your heart to your mind, motivate your mouth to give shout outs and rewinds, and at the very least, each piece should brush stroke the canvas, leaving you high as a kite, as if your hookah was laced with cannabis, transforming this place into a space where lovers of this art can demand this, and anything less than blessed that might touch the mic here. Tbones Hot Spot just might leave the crowds pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's edition of the WordPlay Cafe. Thanking everybody for making it out here, braving this incredible Florida weather. Liquid sunshine, as I like to call it, but it is what it is. We are going to go ahead and kick off tonight. I'm flying solo. Desiree is celebrating a birthday down in Ocala for her mom. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Blow out all the candles, bring me some cake back. Bottom line, bring me some cake back. I'm a fiend for cake and poetry. She knows this. Usually she comes up and goes over the only couple of rules that we have. We don't really like to call them rules, kind of guidelines, little dashed borders in the road, so to speak. So tonight it's on me. Respect the mic. This is an open mic event, so we will have other people. Marvelous poets have joined us. I'm going to talk to you too, man. We got some marvelous poets in the house, so please respect the mic. Try and keep your phone calls, conversations, etc. to a dull roar. If they have to happen, we understand. Other than that, also understand that not every piece that might come out is something that we can all say, yeah, I'm 110% behind that. We all have opinions, we all have different views, but this is what makes us unique and individual. And we celebrate those differences more than downplay them, okay? So just clap your hands. This is interactive, so we need your energy just as much as you need ours. A little feedback is more than welcome. If you hear something that really resonates with you, feel free to give us a rewind. AKA Terry. That's a perfect example. You know, say what you want to say. Just, we hope that you feel it. We hope that you enjoy the evening. Blah, blah. You know, I wrote all this madness down because I am an over-preparer, so I got everything ready and don't really need it. I'm going to do a couple new pieces tonight.
Yeah.
New piece. Yeah. I had the privilege of doing something with the WSLR local radio station here. It was the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Civil Rights Act, and they asked me to come up with something to, you know, commemorate the event as well. So this was a piece that I did down there called Perfect Timing. And if you know me, you know I don't like to read, so bear with me.
Hey. Hey. What's up? Long time no see. Where you been, girl?
Wendell, you asked me how I got started here.
This is how it happened.
That's what did it right there.
Hey, Wanda, how you doing, baby?
Good. Right there. And without any further ado, perfect timing. Freedom has always been a matter of time. Brothers and sisters in every shade of black and white, dressed in black and white and expressed in black and white, what they found wrong and right with this timing. Marking time, they formed perfect. Excuse me, I told you I don't really read this much. Let me start all over because I skipped.
Rewind.
Rewind. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we can edit this, right?
Yeah.
It's live. Oh,
yeah. In our minds. We edit it in our minds.
Welcome to live. Yeah, everybody's black out. If I had one of those Men in Black things, I could just start everybody over. But I don't, so we don't. Perfect timing. Freedom has always been a matter of timing. Brothers and sisters in every shade of black and white, dressed in black and white and expressed in black and white what they found wrong and right with this timing. Marking time, they formed peaceful protest lines, but the timing was never quite right. And it was just another day to them as a freedom fighter died in plain sight, and they gave up their rights and just left. Left the only reason for marching in the first place, because his death had only accelerated the pace of the war on race and transformed the situation from advantageous negotiations to a scenario best described as the worst case. You see, they traded alibis for lies, because now they just shoot to kill for no reason, and from the hoods of Chi-Town to the woods of Ferguson, they're justifying the rumors that it's always been open season. And while few shooters are ever found, jailed, or convicted, the punishment straight from the Capitol was still inflicted and the minds of the oppressed were reset, because freedom has always been a matter of time. And maybe the eyes of justice are blind, but we see everything. And when all that you can hear are the mother's cries of injustice, it's harder still to hear freedom's ring. And just as you can see from Main Street to the beach doesn't mean that we resolve the homeless veterans trying not to die here on these Sarasota streets. And you should choose to eschew the slippery slope of discussing those dirty deeds being done dirt cheap. And so we sing and we march while they wait and they watch, with rooftop snipers ready to wipe them out of the history books just because they paused or took too long to look, because no one should have to die to live free, right? Not in this technologically advanced so-called civilized society, right? But if this is his will, then by Allah, God, or Yahweh be blessed. And I can guarantee you, you'll have 500,000 YouTube views before the first morning edition roll off your local press, because freedom has always been a matter of timing. So please recognize that Freedom's March has entered a brand new age where we're no longer confined to that voice that you hear on the radio or those well-chosen words on a page. And me, well, I just want to release this piece from the palm of my hand and deliver these pieces of peace to the streets of my fellow man, because the revolution has never been televised, and because freedom has always been a matter of timing. And somewhere right now, he's only got Skittles and iced tea. Somewhere right now, he can't breathe. He can't breathe. Somewhere right now, he's got his seatbelt on. Rewind. Because the revolution has never been televised, and freedom has always been a matter of timing. And somewhere right now, he's only got Skittles and iced tea. Somewhere right now, he can't breathe. He can't breathe. Somewhere right now, he's got his seatbelt on. Somewhere right now, he's got his hands up. Somewhere right now, the timing is perfect for freedom. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. That was perfect timing, you man. Perfect timing. That was an interesting event. It really was. We had a room full of people just as broad and diverse as you can imagine: black, white, young, old, Spanish. Pretty much we covered every gamut of the rainbow, and it was just cool.
Nice.
You know, I love when people of a common mindset come together, and who cares about differences? We're human. It's a world. It's where we live. And when you focus on what makes you common versus what makes you different, that's where things happen. That's where change grows. So we've got something else coming up. I think it's the 10th. The 10th of October. I'll keep you guys posted. WSLR is a great thing. I'm trying to be more involved with it, so I'll bring you guys along for the ride. This is another one that I put together. I think I did it for you guys once or twice in my hands now. And it doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a name. And after this, the next voice that you hear will be my dear friend, Jamila.
Right.
All right.
Jamila.
You've been warned. Okay. I couldn't help but notice your pain. It runs deep. Share it with me. Stop forcing me to witness this from the outside looking in and then deny that I'm your true friend just because I didn't get what you didn't give me. forcing me to my emotional knees, screaming, please forgive me, and forever reopening these wounds to never heal, as if you could never feel or relive me, because I couldn't help but notice your pain. And why would I turn a blind eye or pretend to suspend belief that love can take us through it when we both need the relief that this release can bring? Somewhere along the lines, we've abandoned the joy that made our hearts sing. So we backtrack and look back through memorabilia and slideshow flashbacks for that fork in the road that we blindly went down when we would just spoon as we slept for no reason. But there's nothing. Nothing but Instagram posts and Facebook posts, and if Kermit reminds me one more damn time that it's none of his business, I swear the main course is going to be frog legs tonight. But it's this pain, it's this pain that keeps pushing past pleading, leaving every other option bleeding out rather than to beg for mercy. But you see, I couldn't help but notice that your pain was also mine. So what else could I do? We're two totally different fruits, but grown from the same vine. And when so much of the solutions that both of us needed was helplessly lost in you, when I had no clue that I was the true source of your pain and that my source was you. Stop. Just let go. Let me go, but cling close enough to hear each and every threat that can get a grip on what we let slip, because you don't see me, you see we. And every reflection leads me running for that space that once held your face, but that's been replaced with a void that I keep falling into, leaving my heart like some shattered window from the outside looking in. And if you could squeeze past the jagged pain, you can see past the pain that remains, because I couldn't help but notice your pain. Thank you. One of these days, we're going to have a DJ. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm speaking this into existence. One of these days, we're going to have a DJ. So when the person's done, we got a little music going in between. I try. Days are now, we try and work that thing. Sometimes it's easy, and then there's times like tonight. But as promised, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the mic my dear friend, a good poetess, pardon me, Jamila. See where the music would come in?
Yeah, all you gotta do is turn it up. He was playing it, turn it up. See what I mean? It's easy, man.
I didn't know I was gonna get called up this early. I wasn't quite ready. But maybe I'll come back later.
Hopefully.
All right, so I'll start with this piece called Sometimes I Cry and I Don't Know Why. Sometimes I cry and I don't know why. Well, let me stop there, because that's a lie. I know why, but oh, why, oh, why? Do these tears insist on making their way out of my eye socket, down my cheek? Do I weep? Do I wipe them? No, I just let them roll, because these tears also, because with these tears also rolls all my fears. I miss my ribs. I miss my collard greens. I even miss those black-eyed peas. Even though I never ate them, I still miss them. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I miss my Wonder Woman. She placed the stars in my sky for me and arranged them every night so that I could sleep tight. Now sometimes I just lay awake, picturing awake. You're awake. When I told you to sleep on, and with every passing year, I wish you were near. Is that selfish of me? Or can I just be honest with myself and say that you never know true hurt until you lose someone you love more than life itself? I know you are still here resting inside of my chest cavity with every beat. Oh, and now it's Christmas time again, where you used to get excited and pull out the Christmas tree and deck the house, not just the halls for Santa Claus, but Santa ain't got nothing on you. Neither does Donna or Blitzen or poor Rudolph can take the back seat because you got them beat. I miss seeing that box, or should I say those boxes that have been sealed up all year. But the time is here, and it's time to pull them out. But can you believe those boxes have not been pulled out in over 5 to 6 years? Has it really been 6 years? Wow. Haven't heard, sorry. Wow. Haven't heard that sound of you breaking ice in a bottle in over 3 years. Well, this poem was written. I don't know the timeline now. It was written a while ago. I'm trying to bring it current, but I keep getting lost. I'm gonna just read it.
There you go.
Has it really been 3 years? Wow, I haven't heard that sound of you breaking ice in a bottle in over 3 years. I remember our last conversation like it was yesterday. It was brief, but if I knew then that would be our last time, I would still be on the phone line, just listening to you breathe. My AT&T bill would be out of this world, just like my love for you is out of this world. And there will never be another. No, there will never be another. In case you didn't hear me, I said there will never be another. So I guess that is why I sometimes cry, because I know that there will never be another. You saved me and you showed me the way. You showed me the gospel. You are my heartbeat. And on that last convo we had, I never had the chance to share that. But I didn't know that would be the last. I thought that was just the beginning because you sounded great. You were on the come up, and then a few hours later, my phone went off. Not sure of the ringtone in the wee hours of the night. I ignored it at first, but then it went off again and again. And then I said, it must be important. So I picked it up and I learned that sometimes I cry, and that call was the reason why. That was a piece I wrote for my grandmother. She passed away in 2009. All right, I'm out, guys.
Okay.
All right, this is the second piece here, more uplifting. It's called Inspired One. I want to be in a type of relationship, not only where we grow old together, but where we stay young forever, because we are babes in the Word. Always learning, always growing, always nurturing, always turning the pages that are bound in those 66 books. See, now look, I wanted a relationship where we both know who our rock is. Our Heavenly Father, who not only brought us together, but who has bestowed the blind with sight, who has the power to heal a bleeding woman, and the one, that one, who walked on water, and the one who will provide all your needs, where if you've been known to be barren, he can make you overflowing. See, now that's the kind of love I want. That kind that never gets old because it's been over 2,000 years and these words are still so fresh, like the ink never dried. That life-changing love that can take a sinner and use them for good graces. The one who knows that we have to do all we can to look out for our brothers and sisters. The kind of love where if you only had $5 in your pocket and someone came up to you in need, you wouldn't hesitate to reach down deep and pull out that $5 and hand it over with a smile, because then you are showing your heart in doing God's work. I want to be in the type of relationship not only where we grow old together, but where we stay young forever, because we are babes in the Word. Always learning, always growing, always nurturing, always turning to those pages that are bound in those 66 books. I want to be hooked on the Bible like it's my drug, and I need it, I need it, I need it, to the point where I shake from withdrawal. Nice. That type of relationship where you become one before God, and you acknowledge that God is Love. If you want to stay together, then you have to put love first. Not second, third, or somewhere in your fave five, but first. And for many, this is a difficult task. But for us babes, we know that this is the only way to stay young, stay vibrant, and stay flourishing, and ever rising like the morning sun. And with the sun, S-O-N, we would be burning eternally. Sorry. And without the sun, S-O-N, we would be burning eternally. But now we are burning with the desire to inspire a nation. And to inspire a nation, we just have to inspire one who inspires one who will inspire one until we are all the inspired one. Thank you. I guess I can.
I mean, if you wanted to do it now, I don't want to pressure, no pressure. No pressure.
I'll come back. I'll let somebody else take the stage.
You know what I enjoy? Whenever I hear another poet come up and do their thing, and then they stumble and trip and slip, and it's like, whoo, cool. Because I've been doing this for a minute, and hey, look, it don't get no better, it don't get no easier. So that was kind of cool. I wasn't laughing at you. I was definitely laughing with you. Like, yes, I'm in good company. Leonard, were you gonna touch the mic this evening? I'm just asking. No, you don't have to run up right now. Wow, he's got it printed, laminated, everything.
I guess the answer is yes.
Yeah, I got a slideshow presentation and everything.
PowerPoint.
Cool. Really? All right. Well, it's on up to you. Would you like to turn up now? Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the mic a good friend, new poet with us, Leonard.
All right.
Thank you. It's a great feeling to be called.
Absolutely.
It's all good. Thank you very much. The title of my poem today is World, a Better Place. I am moved by faith and love while receiving guidance from a power above. Now, I don't know where you are, but with faith, I know you will go far. Embrace change with faith and love, and you will begin to see the blessings that are surely yours from within and above. If we are moved by faith and love, then we will be changed and will change our world just because. Now I ask for help, not just my own, but deep inside, I know that I'm not alone. People, come with me to this higher space. Open your eyes and take action to make this world of ours a better place.
Trying to work this music thing out.
You got it now. I think you got it now.
I don't know, I'm getting a little chicken wing action. And then it'll work it out. Got to be a better way. I feel kind of lame to do this other piece that I've got here, but it's not quite finished. Well, I guess you guys will come along for the ride. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
This piece is called 21 grams. And I guess it's my own personal challenge because usually, I don't know if you notice, like I said, I don't like to really read, but when I do, it's about 4 pages long. And I only got 3 pages. It's bugging me. That's why I know it's not done. Yeah, short. A couple nuggets short of a 6. So don't laugh at me. I got issues. I got crazy issues.
21 grams as opposed to 28.
21 grams. Yeah, yeah. I was once told that the average human heart weighs about 21 grams. But I think some hearts are just heavier than others. A mass of muscle and connective tissues apparently best suited for forgetting and then reconnecting my issues, anatomically rooted in recirculating my oxygen and blood, yet connected in mankind's mind as a mind for our love. But there's got to be more. Because we're blessed with 4 functioning chambers, with a seemingly infinite capacity for my love, my pain, my hurt, and my anger. These 21 grams can hold a ton of, I can't say it because you're in the house. And they won't.
You can say it.
No, I can't.
Okay.
I probably could. We'll leave that alone. No, ironically, when you were hip deep in love, it seemed like you'd given so much that you just couldn't care anymore. And now that the love is over, it seems like you just couldn't care anymore. If love's supposed to last a lifetime, then how come it's not there anymore? Unless our lives are measured by our love and there's no heartbeat there anymore. Just that flatline reminder. And it's hopeless to hold out hope for a heart so filled with holes, since the fine grains of love freely flow while pain tends to remain in boulder-sized servings that serve just one purpose, masking what lurks beneath the surface and inviting the next X to join in on the emotional masquerade. Because honestly, maybe it should be called hate making, because real love can't be made. It's a gift.
Rewind.
Let's see. I'm about to work with you.
Give my time and right.
Yeah. Oh,
you want me to say it for you?
No. While pain tends to remain in boulder-sized servings that serve just one purpose, masking what lurks beneath the surface and inviting the next X to join in on the emotional masquerade. Because honestly, maybe it should be called hate making. Because real love just can't be made. It's a gift. Something so precious, yet only available to be shared and exchanged, like the key setting us free from the heavyweight hate and all of its chains. And somewhere between the heartbreak and the pain, at least the concept of loving you forever still remains contained in this place, reserved for her and her alone in this space. And she may never see it through my actions or hear it in my tone. So when I said that I loved her, well, her reaction was just perfect. I was once told that the average human heart weighs about 21 grams. But I think that some hearts are just heavier than others. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Down.
See what we got going on.
You got it now. You got it.
Who came up with this track?
It's a mix of everything.
Yeah, a little this, a little that.
3,000 songs.
All right. I like it. Like, you know, Daisy was here, she had something going on.
Yeah, a little Alex, a little R&B.
Yeah. Daisy, I don't know where you at.
I think she's watching.
I hope she's watching. There's a little something that we did the last time I'd like to give us a try. This go around again, if you guys are comfortable with it. competing with him. We did a 6-word poem. 6-word poetry. Because everybody in here is a poet. You may not wear that hat, you may not want to accept it. Because everybody seems to have this concept that poetry takes this long, drawn out 4 pages worth of, never mind. That it takes this skill and ability to flow and do this, that, and the third with your words, and to an extent that might be true. But typically, you can get the job done with just 6 words. And the last time we did this, just laid it out on the table, everybody come up with just 6, and whoever has the best, the next cup of coffee is on me. So we'll take 5 minutes, and I'll give you an example of a 6-word story. I think the most poignant one I had last time was the small caskets. No, small caskets are the heaviest. The small caskets are the heaviest. Something simple. Doesn't have to be deep enough, although that is kind of deep.
I'm about to say.
What's deep for you?
All right, that's not thinking, man, he's right. But take that as an example, and let's take about 5 minutes and enjoy some music and do your best to put together 6 words. Whoever comes up with the best, and that's going to be the vote of the audience. I'm not included. Of course, I drink coffee all the time anyway, so. But the next couple will be on me. Even though, man, you don't drink coffee, do you?
I drink hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa? Okay, okay. You sneak a little cup of coffee every once in a while.
No.
Yeah, he
I
won't.
drink coffee rarely.
He would see rarely. I knew it was coming out sooner or later. All right, guys, let's take 5 and see what we can come up with. With some music.